Hey guys, it's Carolyn again. I figured since I had your attention and I was already making videos that I would just continue making videos and talk to you guys about a few things that I have on my mind. It is a lot of things, so I'm going to break it into a few videos just so you guys could click them one by one. Whenever you have time, you can watch short videos and not get bored. Anyways. There is something I wanted to talk to you guys about, and a lot of things that a lot of my female friends comment on, and a lot of things that a lot of people talk about all the time. Anyway, so the other day I was with Daniel at Cindy's house. We had just finished she and I had just finished going to the nail salon because I intended to get eyelash extensions and wear them for a while for my videos and just for my daily life. It didn't work out, but anyways, that's not the point. So as I told you guys in a previous video, I decided for a while that I wasn't going to weigh myself just because I am now taking part in changing my lifestyle completely. I want to become vegan, do a lot of natural remedies, pursue my dreams and a lot of things. There's just been a lot that I've been trying to do with myself personally. So I decided not to step on a scale for a while, and I didn't. And little did I know, Cindy, which is Daniel's sister, she had a scale in her house, and I stepped on the scale and I saw something that terrified the life out of me. I had promised myself that I wasn't gonna go to 200 pounds ever again. That no matter what I did, I wasn't gonna get to that weight. I stepped on the scale and I looked down and I'm like, it's 199. And I was like, crap. Like, I failed. I am fat again. I'm disgusted. I'm just everything. Like, okay. When you haven't been like bigger, it doesn't seem like a big deal. But when you lose weight, like going from 200 pounds all the way down to 175, and like 200's the max that you've ever reached, and you go down and keep trying to go down and your weight just keeps fluctuating, you're just like, fuck, like I did it again, sorry. But I was very upset. I wanted to cry. And Daniel was actually in the bathroom next to, it was like the door to the bathroom, and the scale was like right in front of it. And as soon as he came out, I stepped off the scale completely, like so fast. I was like, okay, nothing happened. But inside I was like, you know, very frustrated. So Daniel goes off to the gym and I stay with Cindy, waiting for him to get back and pick us up. So the whole entire time, Cindy and I are talking in her house. I'm like, man, maybe I should tell her. And I'm like, you know, I'm trying to motivate other people to lose weight. What's going to happen if I tell her that I gained all this weight back? And she's just going to be like, well, you know, she's going to see it as, wow, like, what a role model, you know, like in a negative way. She's not like that at all. But in my mind, what was going on in my head, I thought about even my viewers. They'd be like, well, this girl hasn't even lost not even 1 pound. As a matter of fact, she gained all this weight. Why should we keep following her? And I just kept playing the scenario in my head back and forth. I'm like, well, you just became vegan and, you know, your body fluctuates. You'll eventually go down. And then I'm like, I'm so lazy. I haven't worked out. And then it's just all the things that have been happening, all the things that have been going on in the last month have been playing in my head, and I'm like, how can I get back to that weight? Why? Why did I do that? Anyway, Daniel gets home and I'm still thinking about the whole situation. And we're laying down in bed after an hour of being home. We're laying down in bed, and I am still thinking about it. Not to get very graphic, but Daniel and I were laying down in bed, and he was rubbing on my back as I was rubbing on his chest. And as he's rubbing on my back, I'm thinking, like, I don't know what came over me. I just started thinking about all these negative things. I'm like, how can, does he still love me? Even though I'm like this weight. I'm like, how can he love me even though I'm this big? We met, he and I, when I first met, we were, I was 200. And I started going down because I'm like, he doesn't push me like my other relationships. He doesn't push me to lose weight. He allows me to be myself, which is one of the things that made me fall for him. He allows me to be myself, and he actually, like, he's just like, he's never said, well, you need to go lose weight or whatever. And that's something that at the beginning of our relationship I was like attracted to. So that made me want to lose weight since I wasn't pushed. But then I'm like, how can I get back to this weight? I started getting depressed, and I'm like, I'm not good enough for him. He just finished working out, and I'm just like laying here, and I've gained all this weight back. And I got into such a dark place that I literally started silently crying on top of him. Like, he didn't notice, but I had like tears coming down, and I was just like silently crying, and he was just rubbing my back or whatever. And I had to tell myself to snap out of it, and I couldn't. I kept thinking negatively, and I was thinking, I was like, there he was, and then he was just like hugging. Then he just started hugging me, and I was like, you know what? It's my negativity in my head telling me everything that I'm hearing right now. It's my negativity. It's my own self telling me that this guy doesn't love me because I'm overweight. It's my experiences from the past telling me that he can't love me because I'm overweight. I'm going through a process where I'm trying to find where I'm happy. I'm trying to find myself, basically. Not that I don't know who I am, but I am trying to find a way where I could just basically be the best me that I can be. I know it sounds like such a cliche, but it's honest. It's honest. I'm trying to be 100% natural. I'm trying to be, as close to earth as I possibly can, indulging in my poetry, going back to writing. I used to write when I was younger, and I don't write anymore. I don't write poetries. I don't write stories. I don't bake my cakes anymore. I don't do any of the things that I used to like before, and I want to do them. And now I want to incorporate my new life, which is natural. I want to bake cakes, but I want to bake natural cakes. I don't want all the processed chemicals. I want to be able to find a happy medium for everything that I want. My YouTube channel, like right now, it's growing slowly, but it's growing, and I'm super happy, and I'm amazed. Like, when I first started, I was like, I have 0 subscribers. I was like, okay. Then Daniel was my first subscriber. I was like, seriously? He's like, well, now you have a subscriber. And I didn't know I was going to get to 40. I would get to 2 and 5. I remember when I had 5 subscribers, and I was like, oh my God, I got 5 subscribers. Like, will I ever get to 100? And right now I'm at 40, and that's closer than I was before. And it's growing slowly, but I love you guys. I love every step of this. I love making my videos, being able to talk to you guys. I feel like with this right here, with my YouTube channel, and also with me starting to write again, which has been inspired through my YouTube channel because I want to bring better content for you guys. I feel like it's pushing me towards the person that I want to become, towards the person that I know I already am inside. I just gotta peel away all of the negativity and all of the bullcrap so that I could get to that person that I am inside. So I was just thinking, I just wanted to talk to you girls, because I know many of you are in relationships, many of you have gotten out of relationships, and you're just like at a place where, some of you, not all of you, where you have experienced what I experienced before. I came from a relationship before where the person was constantly telling me like, hey, you're fat. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, it's not like, hey, you're fat, you should go to the gym, I love you, whatever. No, like, hey, you're fat, you're gross, you're this, you're that. And I was like, that person doesn't care about me. And I would feel bad. And then it would come to a point where I was with someone else who made me feel basically like I couldn't function. I'm trying to think of a way where this doesn't sound too graphic for kids or people that are watching it. But while certain things were going on, you don't feel good enough. You feel like the way that you look is disgusting to the person that you're with. You feel like you should hide away. Hey, turn off the lights. Don't see me. Don't look at me. But in reality, it's also how that person is making you feel. Now it's like Daniel's the type of person who'd be like, hey, no, turn on the lights. I want to see you for who you are. I feel like you guys should love yourselves and respect yourselves enough to be like, okay, if this person doesn't love me because I'm fat, then I shouldn't be with them. If that person loves you and they tell you, hey, you're overweight, let's go to the gym. Hey, you're overweight. Even if I can't go to the gym with you, I'll pay for your gym. Hey, even if I can't pay for your gym or feel like I shouldn't be paying for your gym, I will, prep your meals for you or shop with you, whatever the case may be. And I'm not saying, many people take this conception wrong when people say, oh, I love myself just the way that I am. Chubby girls do it better. People are like, ew, like, you gonna stay fat forever? You gonna get fatter? No, that is definitely not the case, because you don't need to let go of yourself and be like, well, I'm gonna eat everything in the world and I think it's okay because if you love me, you should love me when I'm fat. Definitely not. That is not the case. That is definitely not the case. If you love yourself, you will take care of yourself and you'll be like, hey, I love myself, I love myself enough to know that I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to be at a point where my health is at risk. I don't want to be at a point where I can't run behind my child. If you love yourself, you know what's the limit. If you start feeling like your weight is affecting you, then there's a point where you say enough. I'm not supporting people who will sit there and be like, well, I am, gonna keep getting bigger and I don't care how big I get, just because if you love me, you accept me fat and fatter and fatter. The point is, you should be healthy. The person that is with you should love you healthy. Anyways, you guys, I don't want to continue rambling. This video is already running long enough. I just wanted to share a positive message with you guys, that you guys know about things that have happened, that you guys know how I felt. That's what I'm here for. If you guys have any comments, any stories, anything you want to talk about, you guys can go ahead and leave comments below. If you don't feel comfortable leaving your comments below, just go ahead and look for me on Facebook on Speak to Me Dearly, and I will be more than happy to answer your messages. I love you guys. And thank you so much for supporting my channel. You guys are wonderful.